all the algorithms, I don't care if it's YouTube or Facebook or Amazon, like they're all the same algorithm because they're just trying to show people what they want, right? Based on intent. So if we just get everything into one folder, all the ingredients in the one folder, that makes it easy for us to, process the stuff, put it everywhere, right? Every object has to be connected together in a way that makes sense. So this is an article.
Yes.
And the article has to be written by somebody.
Yep.
And then that somebody, there's information about that somebody and who they are and whatnot. So this has no author profile. What is this built on anyway? Let's see. Yeah, MailChimp.
Did you say what is it built by?
Yeah, what is this built on?
It's got custom, yeah, it's not WordPress or anything.
Why don't you just have it on WordPress?
A long story. So maybe we should.
Okay. I mean, unless you have some like really weird, yeah, this is custom. So, I mean, you have schema, you have these other things in here, but the whole power of WordPress is it's already like 90% SEO friendly.
Yeah, I agree.
The way like tags and categories and author profiles. Like I don't want to have to rebuild every one of these like standard things out of the box. I mean, you could if you're Boeing, then sure you could do that. But yeah, how you can continue to make a difference for Palestine. Okay.
Same issue here. No profile, Yusra.
I mean, there's a lot of things beyond that. At least you have the old Facebook comments plugin. Okay, sponsored by. Okay, I'll talk about the sponsored by in a minute. So this one we saw doesn't rank on a lot of keywords. I bet you just switching to WordPress would probably, I don't want to set the wrong expectation, but it would increase our ranking significantly.
Dennis, the problem is that does the URL need to be the same map to the same thing?
URL?
Do a 301s redirects.
Why would you worry about 301s?
Because the WordPress URLs won't be compatible or exactly the same as what I have now in the Google search engines.
Well, WordPress gives you the option of choosing how you want to format the URL. So you could just set up redirects.
Last time I looked at it, there was some bunch of stuff that.
I don't think the URLs are going to make a huge difference because it's not like you're getting a ton of traffic or ranking in a ton of terms anyway. And this custom site or whatnot is already super slow to begin with. This is Google PageSpeed Insights. This is their tool, Google's tool, not our tool. So if you're 66 on mobile, you're probably like 85 on desktop. Oh, 96. Okay, good. Works really well on desktop. But mobile's where the traffic's coming from anyway. So there's all these basic things that are just standard to the internet, such as all articles. Every single web page needs to have an author except the homepage. Anything, like every location service page here, injured in a car accident in Atlanta, we're here to help. Okay. Who wrote this? Is it clear who wrote this?
Nope.
So you basically broke these connections that you need to show Google. Who's saying this? Is this authoritative? Well, oh, this guy, the karate attorney is talking about this. And then is this real or is this stock art? Is this your picture? Let's see.
No.
This picture's used all over the place.
Yeah.
So it's not real. So why is it important to use real pictures from your own stuff? Yeah. If all these other random companies are using the same, let's go to bicycle apps. I'm sure it's going to be like some random like bicycle stock art or something. Oh, you have the same car picture for the bicycle accident one.
I never even checked that.
Google will see things like this, right?
Yeah.
So when I'm in
I wonder if we have the same picture.
Oh, the guy with the banana. Okay, fine. I mean, I get it.
But the picture is probably, stock as well.
Yeah, for sure. We just reverse image search. Let's see. I'm sure it's used all over the place.
Yep.
Yeah, all over. Yeah. Like literally the same one, reversed.
That's really good feedback, actually.
Because we're trying to show Judge Google that this is actually us.
Yeah.
And some people think this especially is true in like financial services or, software or insurance where there's no like visual image. They'll just use something like this. Like where you're talking about something where maybe there's not something visually obvious, then just show a picture of you talking about something, right? Or embed a video of you saying, hey, if you slipped and fall, you slip and fell in Atlanta, let me tell you some things you need to know.
Yeah.
First off, never say that you're okay. Always use the use the ambulance that they offer. Like all these things the tips that you have, right?
Yeah. I can actually say is from a business owner's perspective, this is what you should do if you're a business owner to protect you from slip and falls, because I will come after you.
That's a great article.
Yeah. I was at another business owner meeting and I'm like, you need me to come to your business to show you things that I am sure nobody has showed you before.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I had my, I'm like, listen, I am the one that prosecutes these cases.
If anyone would know, it's the guy who gets the money from the.
I don't even work except off of a contingency.
That's right.
So
it's in your interest to know. Yeah. Okay. So you have that, but how does that meet Google's criteria of EEAT? So let me show you this one thing, and this will reframe how you think about search and social media and digital and the internet and this whole thing, right? So Google made a change right before all this ChatGPT nonsense a couple of years ago, and they wrote an article, and it was this one. So there's a 170-page document that's called the Quality Rater Guidelines, which is this thing here that you could read at some point if you really like to understand. I think it's very clear. It's actually interesting. At least I think it's interesting. But basically, Google's saying here, and they update this document every year, okay? So they link to it. And what they said is that it used to be EAT, and they added an extra E for experience. Why? Well, because there's all this AI generated nonsense, because the AI can write about, 10 things when you slip and fall. And like, I'm not going to compete against, like, I'm not going to try to beat the AI in chess. It's going to beat me. Okay. But if I actually have experience, now it's saying, just like with the thing about the stock art or Atlanta Muslim or whatever, do we actually demonstrate there was some degree of experience with actual use of the product, having actually visited the place or actually done the thing, right? Firsthand life experience on the thing, right? That's what they're saying, right? So I wrote a blog post showing how do you inject heat into everything that you do? Well, you use this content factory process. So you have the raw ingredients that you actually have done these things.
Yeah.
You've actually taught other lawyers. You've actually helped business owners to trip and fall. You do it in Spanish too. There's all these things, right?
Yeah.
And so I have lots and lots of examples. Like instead of writing about basketball, there's pictures of me with the Golden State Warriors.
Sure.
And doing also there's proof, right? Oh, instead of like how to be a public speaker, there's actually a lot of proof of me. Like how do you be on TV? How do you, I got a lot of friends in Pakistan, right? So there's clear, I show pictures and videos from being in Pakistan. Right?
Do you do anything with the pictures above and beyond just posting them? Is there something?
Yeah, we repurpose it everywhere.
No,
and we post them on other people's blogs.
If I were to tell right now the guy that created my website, hey man, I'm gonna get some pictures to put. When he inserts it in WordPress, does he have to do anything else with it?
Well, you want to give it a good description. That's maybe the meta tags thing that Schwab was talking about. Okay. Yeah, but that doesn't. It's like minor. It's not important. Yeah.
Okay. You know what I was thinking of when you were mentioning that? Yeah. Now I can't find it for some reason, but the reviews that showed up whenever somebody types in Awad Law Firm reviews were reviews where the client took pictures of her like client care package that she had received.
Oh, I love that. Now we can take all those and create recombinations of that.
Yeah. So like even reviews that show up.
Yes.
More emphasized.
Because that is real experience.
Because she's like, I've never received like my closing packet. Now I know what a closing packet looks like because it has some swag in it and stuff. Yeah. So we would want to honor them by sharing what they said. And not just social sharing, but repurposing it to multiple channels. Yeah. So get all of those things for us, and then let's sprinkle them into the site.
Hey, Ibrahim, what did you say about that? There's a video from this lady. What did you say?
There's a review.
Oh, okay.
She had left. Yeah, that she had left. That shows all of the.
Sorry, I thought you said you had a video. So
the closing packet.
Oh, you can share your screen here. Put the share.
Let's see here. Share.
Yeah, so there's a ton of these. Most people just leave a few words, but if they show pictures or video or
that's what we were like trying to tell people now is if you can share a picture.
Dennis, maybe this is something a small tangent, but I imagine this meeting is going to be a lot of tangents here. One time Ibrahim asked people to do reviews, and we got 100 reviews in 5 days, and that got us in trouble. Any recommendations?
You got in trouble because
we got all of them deleted, and all of those got they disappeared
because it looks suspicious, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So obviously, everyone knows that the number one thing in local is to have reviews. So then they don't know any better, so they just have all their friends come in and do a 5-star review. Right. Of course, get you in trouble, right? So what you do is.
Here it is. Right.
Okay.
Words can't describe
awesome.
hourly, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I would take a screenshot of that just as it is, or I turn that to another blog. But there's so many different ways that we can use this raw ingredient.
I love it. Yeah, that's excellent.
That's awesome.
She received a fan.
Yeah, she's photogenic with her smile. Yeah, that's awesome.
So when you were saying that, I was like, sometimes it shows up at the top, and for some reason, this particular time it didn't.
Yeah.
So Dennis, you were saying what to do about the massive reviews. What you should do is, and then.
Yeah. Before we got cut off, let me show. I'm gonna steal the screen real quick. Okay. So we're kind of like teaching and doing at the same time because it's good. Because I want you to understand why we want to do it a certain way, right?
Right.
The idea of EEAT, as Google showed us, is we need to show real experience, like this girl with her packet, right, and all this, or spending time with people in person, actually doing the thing. Now, if we look with that criteria of real experience, expertise, authority, trust,
would we tag kind of her Google profile to the review?
You don't need to do that.
Okay.
No. Okay. Slip and fall. So if we know that we have to show real experience about slip and fall in Atlanta, then we could literally say, I mean, we don't even need to do this, but I'll prove it to you. I'll go to the article grader. So I'll say grade this, or grade this location. Oops. This location service page. Please. If you say please, it does a better job. Okay. Yeah. It just does. No one knows why. Okay. 17% works harder. So I just pasted this in, and it's going to tell us, it's going to, be polite. So if it says B+, it's really like a C.
Really?
Because it's trained to be polite. But it's basically saying that we have not given it proper EEAT because we want to see all these like real information of people talking about slip and fall, you with business owners, different parts of Atlanta. There's more slip and fall cases downtown, or the average settlement in Atlanta is like this much, or like here's what it's like. There's no real
cases I've done that are slip and fall.
See, it gave you a B+. It's not a B+. It's a C, right? Because it's trained to be polite. And
tell it to be critical.
But we didn't be more critical.
Yeah.
Please, and show where we can insert experience. And PAA, people also ask, right? When you do a query, then it also shows the related questions, right? We need to answer those related questions, which you sort of answer. It'll say like, yep, you answered some of the FAQs. Okay, so now it's a little more honest, right? You understand like all the AIs are trained to be really polite, right? Okay, so.
It's very good because there's so much that I can integrate into the website that I just haven't done.
So what we could do is we could go page by page. We could do this now, or I'll do it tonight, and say, here, I'll do this. Well, we can basically go through each category: motorcycle, Uber.
Would a photo or video be your preference? Which one?
Video. What I want to do is, list out the top PAA that Ibrahim Awad can make 1 minute videos on that we can repurpose into blog posts, Facebook, posts, ads, etc.
Man, this is the most brilliant prompt I've seen like this.
Well, we're just getting going. Let me show you. This rabbit hole is deep. Okay, so you're well spoken, as most attorneys are. I bet you, if I just were to interview you tomorrow morning and say, "Hey, Ibrahim, what should I do immediately after a slip and fall accident?" And you say, "Well, you need to do this and that." And you boom, 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 boom with zero preparation. I bet you can answer all of this, right?
Yeah.
And if those all became YouTube shorts, so the idea of repurposing, see, it's already like telling us what to do. So if we go here, Content Factory, we have a 300-page guide, which we train the AI on this guide, but we train VAs too at the same time. It's kind of fun. We're kind of pitting them against each other. If we produce this stuff here, it can be processed by the AI and all this. So then you only have to produce it once, but then it can live as the tweet, as the Facebook post, as part of the Google My Business, like all the different, same set of ingredients, burrito, enchilada, chalupa, tostada, right? Yeah. You don't have to make a separate YouTube and or make something just for TikTok and make it just for, you know what I'm saying? You make it once, and then we can process it so it can live in all these places. So I bet you tomorrow we can just sit down and you answer all these questions, right?
Yeah.
All these things. I'm pretty sure you need zero preparation to answer these.
Yeah. Are you familiar with this Riverside Studio app? So you can shoot a long video, and it can split it up into 60 to 90 seconds.
There's a lot of tools that do this sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
but if you've already answered them, then great. Let's just use what you already have. But if you haven't, we'll just shoot them all. Because then what we'll do is we'll go location service page by location.
And it doesn't have to be like, you know, top quality. It could just be with your phone.
I was going to tomorrow set this up and film you answering all these questions. Pretty easy, right? And then we'll go category by category, and in probably 2 hours we will have hit all of these things, and maybe make like 50 videos in 2 hours, something like that. 1 minute videos, but time to take a break, or sometimes you want to go for 2 or 3 minutes, it's fine, right?
Yeah.
Dennis, if the workflow, let's say that we just started a recorder on, how would it be easier for you to be able to chop up the video? Do you need something in a specific way, or the VAs will take care of that?
VAs will take care of that using this content factory method. Now, of course, everyone, the people that are hyping up AI this and AI that, will say the AI can do everything, but it can't. It's not. I mean, it's good, but it's not quite good enough, right?
Sure.
So I'm still old-fashioned, even though I'm an engineer. I still believe knowledgeable humans need to be working on this, and I don't want to trust the AI robot to do our cooking quite yet. I mean, I'll have it assist, but it's like real humans need to be watching it for right now, just like real humans need to be, filing the cases and looking at these things, right? Before the AI can do everything for us, right?
Sure.
We're not there yet.
Dennis, is there a version of this what you have here to share so I can take a look? If not,
of course. Let me copy the link, and I'll put it into our chat.
Thank you.
So this document is constantly, just like our other documents, we're constantly improving it.
Okay.
Check back every month or so just to get the latest one. It's not like it changes a ton, because Google, these principles don't really change. It's always been like this.
Dennis, this is reinforced, I think Ibrahim said it and you said it, is this is a matter of just doing it, right? Like consolidating. We have so many things that nobody does it. And what this meeting is really helping is to prioritize what must be done, rather than 10,000 things. You focus on 4, and let's just focus on those 4 to move things forward.
Yes. So the highest priority things, number 1 is always get the digital plumbing and tracking and conversion signals back. That's why we're most of the way through that, right? Because if you don't have that, then it doesn't matter what you do, because you're like in the dark and you have no idea. Okay, you can't optimize, the AI can't optimize, meaning Google's algorithm and ads and all that. Then the second thing is produce high authority content that we can put on high trust sites. So right now, the highest authority thing is a book, just because it has not been ruined by all the marketing people that are producing books, and we happen to have a competitive advantage for books, okay? And then we can, use the book in many different ways to reinforce this authority. If we have these videos that Ibrahim is going to put into the folder, and the stories, and this beautiful case study about how you turn this thing from $6,000 into almost $1 million, and the jurors and all these people, Foreman, and other people in the community like you, Shweb, with the Atlanta Muslim, and other people that right? That allows us to, and then tomorrow, maybe making you answer all these questions, these super common FAQ kinds of questions.
Yeah.
That gives us all the raw ingredients here to then push to the sites that we control, which are high authority, to push to the sites that you control. Why not? Just a slightly different angle. And then we can start to run ads against it. So you see the 4-stage process here: produce, process, post it to all these places. And then this is my favorite part, doing $1 a day, boosting posts. Like, I go on stage all the time, showing the results of boosted posts. But most people don't realize, if you don't go through this is like the tip of the iceberg. You need to have all this other stuff lined up. If you just go in and randomly start boosting posts, but the information is not organized properly, or it's just not going to, you might as well just throw lottery tickets in the dark, So that's why we're going through the steps of getting these foundational items like the tracking, and making sure these pages have EEAT associated with them. Like these are all basically barren pages, right? There's like the website has almost nothing. And the chicken and the egg, because there's almost nothing here. Yeah. It doesn't, like,
it's pretty useless unless it has the connections.
Yeah, it's not actually, and no offense, the website is not useful.
Yeah, 100%.
So we're going to put all this real stuff in there. And the good news is you have tons of great reviews, tons of experience. You're teaching other attorneys, but that stuff is living. Either it's hidden behind the mask line, or it's like the reviews that this one girl left, or it's like all over the place. We just need to centralize it and then repurpose it everywhere, so it lives everywhere, right? So, and it's not just a Google thing. Like all the algorithms, I don't care if it's YouTube or Facebook or Amazon, like they're all the same algorithm because they're just trying to show people what they want, right? Based on intent. So if we just get everything into one folder, all the ingredients in the one folder, that makes it easy for us to, process the stuff to put it everywhere, right?
Yeah, I have.
It's pretty hard to argue. It's very logical, right?
No argument from me. I just regret not doing it before.
A lot of people, they'll come to me with the expectation that, oh, well, Dennis is like a social media ads expert. So we're just going to like run social media ads, which is really just like scratching lottery tickets. I don't really like that approach because it's so low probability. I like to start with where there's existing trust and success and just multiply that. That's arbitrage. It's like cheating, right? So I have a few assets I bring to the table. You have a lot of direct experience. We just need to organize it. And then Daniel and all the other team members are going to do their thing as part of this 4-stage content factory approach.
Dennis, is there anything you want us for improving the website, the pages and stuff?
I just want to sprinkle in EEAT into all of them, but the reason we went through this initial exercise of looking at, bicycle was to show you how, so you understand what we're doing is not like an aesthetic kind of thing, right? We want to nor are we putting anything in your words or making stuff up. We're literally just taking the stuff that's about you, the firm and your expertise and the relationships. We're trying to take all that and put it onto the website to show real EEAT. That's all I wanted to demonstrate. It's not a website redesign or anything like that, right?
You're basically reinforcing the knowledge graph and
you have a skeleton. I'm trying to add meat to the bone.
Yeah.
I don't see why anyone would object to that, because when people come in, it's so obvious when you look at it from Google's point of view, like, okay, wrongful death. And obviously you want these ones. These are worth more, right? Which is this hazmat thing. I don't know if I'd show that. But what is actually, if someone's coming in and they need an attorney because their mom died because of this thing, wrongful death, the truck driver was, ran the red light, I don't know, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. This doesn't actually help them. This looks like it was written by a bot or this, it's trying to be empathetic, but there's nothing here that shows authority, that shows your experience, that shows you've helped other people, that shows that you do in Atlanta, that shows, I bet you it doesn't even show who the author is of this. It doesn't have any of these basic sorts of things. And it's nothing to do with copywriting or persuasive writing. It has nothing to do with that. That's all like sales and marketing. I'm talking about, can you actually prove you do personal injury in this category in Atlanta? Can you prove that?
Yeah, here's an article of a police shooting where we sued the Johns Creek police.
Ibrahim, can you speak up a little bit? I can't hear you. Yeah.
Yes, I was just looking up like the police shooting that we did, the wrongful death case in Johns Creek. Johns Creek police officer killed a lady who was having a mental episode. So it actually says, the Awad Law Firm, filed suit against Johns Creek police. So that's like, there's stuff out there that you wouldn't know of that I just have to kind of put together.
And find it?
Yeah, I typed in Johns Creek police shooting Ibrahim Awad.
Okay, but it's not really.
I mean, that's super specific, yeah, but maybe we
need to make that more visible, right?
Yes.
This one.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.